Hi students, today I am doing a video on a short story called With the Photographer by Stephen Leacock. Now, With the Photographer is a short story by a Canadian author. He's a Canadian humorist called Stephen Leacock. And it describes the bitter experience of the narrator when he visited a studio, a photography studio, and to get his photograph clicked. The narrator wanted a photograph of himself to be clicked and exactly the way that he looked. But as it happens, the photographer retouched his photograph to such an extent that it did not resemble the author, did not resemble the narrator at all, because his photograph was retouched so many times that he did not look like himself in the photographer. And the narrator was disgusted as he felt humiliated, and he says that he left the photograph that was taken by this photographer, saying it was worthless. He left it. Now, if we were to analyze this short story with the photographer, this story, of course, is written by a humorist, so thereby it is a humorous short story, but it has a deeper message. What is the message? That the story satirizes or makes fun of the challenges and the absurdities of early photography, when photography was not that good. Now, Leacock, as I said, was a renowned Canadian humorist. In his short story, he uses a lot of wit and irony to highlight the comical situations arising from the protagonist's attempts to capture a photograph. To capture this photograph, the narrative explores the awkward relationship or the dynamics between the photographer and the people whom he is shooting the photograph for. Or you can call the photographers subjects. The story also showcases the nature of photography during the very early 20th century. So, the author's keen observation and his humorous style provides an entertaining story on the little anecdotes that he narrates about human behavior in the face of emerging technology. So we can rightly say that the central theme, if we were to discuss the central theme of the story, the whole story revolves around the humorous exploration of the challenges and the absurdities associated with the 20th century, early 20th century photography. And Leacock uses satire, he uses, he mocks on these photographers and the awkward situations, the evolving technology, all that comes in between a photographer and the subject, the person whom he is taking the photograph of. Therefore, the story highlights on the impact of the photographer or photography on human behavior and how the subject and the photographer's relationship, offering a very humorous perspective on the intersection of technology and daily life. So, with the photographer can be said to be a short story that has a very light-hearted message about the humorous side to adapt technologies. Everybody is not good with technology. And so this was very early 20th century and technology was just, was getting better and better and people needed time to adjust. Through his humorous style, his satire, his wit, Stephen Leacock tries to highlight the challenges people face when confronted with evolving world of technology in the early 20th century in photography. Therefore, the story suggests that even in the face of technological advancement, since technology was booming at that point of time, human interactions and ability to find humor in everyday situations is a common practice and it always remains constant. No matter how far we go in the advancement of the technology, but some everyday situations and the humor involved will always be there, is constant, and people will try to find humor in these, in life, everyday life. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel, hit the like button as well as the bell icon if you want an in-depth analysis into all your short stories, all your poems, and of course your novels. Bye for now.